Nothing learned under compulsion stays with the mind. Plato is famous for saying this in the Republic, Book 7. But you may have heard it in the form, knowledge that is acquired under compulsion has no grip on the mind. The former is the more literal translation, but the sentiment is the same. This occurs in the context of Plato's discussion of the education of the youth, in saying that when educating a young person, doing repetition and memorization and that sort of thing by force, by compulsion, is not going to be very effective, and education is not going to work well. By contrast, what he recommends is a dialectical approach, one where we are engaging in conversation and encouraging the other person, in this case the young person, to explore and to discover things for themselves. And so this is the model of education that was recommended, 2,400 years ago, and we're still not really doing it like that, right? What is also interesting about this is that there's an analog to it in the East. With Zen, there's a practice of dokusan, and dokusan is an interview with the teacher. And so oftentimes, the teacher will give you a certain koan to work on, and then you go off and you think about it, and then you come back, and in dokusan, you have the opportunity to interact with your teacher. And that interaction is a conversation. Now, of course, this is a Zen conversation, and so it doesn't exactly work like the Platonic dialogues, or at least ostensibly so. But at the same time, the sentiment is the same, that there's a conversational exploration and a full richness of verbal, nonverbal, and otherwise, which the expression of Zen is very much one of trying to get to know the other person, how it is that they're thinking, what do they see, how much do they understand, what kind of insight is there. That's the same sort of model of mind that's required with Plato in dialectic for the teacher to be able to provide just the right questions, just the right bits in conversation to lead the student on in their path to discovery and to dialectically discover things for themselves.